Welcome to Sports Jam for the week of October 6th. I'm Jay Wilcox.
And I'm John Jacobson. Plenty of highlights today on the show. Plus, we'll meet an outstanding swimmer from Maple Grove and hear from an unbeaten boys soccer team as we preview the section playoffs. Up first, football action from the Northwest Suburban Conference. Totino Grace lost for the first time to unbeaten Maple Grove in Week 5. The Eagles hope to bounce back against another undefeated team Friday. Elk River playing at Totino, and the Elks grab a quick lead. Trent Pink connects with Nolan Dwyer on 4th down, and it's 7-0. Grace goes right down the field in its first drive, and Gayflor Flomo's 4-yard score ties the game at 7. Second quarter, Bobby Owajane darts in from 7 yards out for the Eagles' touchdown, and it's a 14-7 lead. Elk River fumbles the ensuing kickoff, and Grace recovers. First play of the drive, Lance Bennick hits a wide-open Kez Flomo for a 21-yard touchdown. Grace leads 20-7 at halftime. First Eagles drive of the second half, Gayflor Flomo gets through the hole, and he is gone. 49 yards to the end zone. It's 28-7 TG. Later in the third quarter, Elk River going for it on fourth down. It's a bad idea in a lot of ways. Ben Mazinga gets the interception and somehow picks his way down the field for a 97-yard return. Totino Grace bounces back from last week's defeat with a 35-7 win over Elk River.
Park Center got off to a 3-0 start, but the Pirates were looking to break a 2-game losing streak as they hosted Spring Lake Park. Down 7-0 on their first play from scrimmage, Park Center answers as Malcolm Richards starts right and comes back left to find plenty of room. He gets to the sideline and races 70 yards for the score. It's 7-7, and that is a sign of things to come in this one. Tied at 14, and PC's defense makes a big play. Malcolm Lawson with the strip, and Adam Burge scoops it up and scores. It's 20-14 Pirates after one quarter. Down 21-20, Park Center looks to retake the lead. Lawrence Ogunte hits Caleb Sink in the back of the end zone, just inbounds. A 2-point conversion makes it 28-21 Pirates. Still in the second, Park Center up 28-27. Ogunte throws to Burge, who hangs on in traffic with a nice catch. It's a wild one. Park Center leads Spring Lake Park 36-27 at halftime. But the Panthers control the second half. Quarterback Zachary Osseo keeps on the option and gets in to pull his team within 36-33. They lead 39-36 after 3. And another quarterback keeper helps Spring Lake Park to the win. They rally past Park Center 52-36. Armstrong entered Friday with some momentum after winning 2 straight, but they faced a tough opponent as Osseo looked to take care of business before games against Maple Grove and Totino Grace. Up 17-0 at halftime, Osseo picks up right where they left off. Zach Tyson with a fade to Gabriel Gallimore, and he pulls it in. The Orioles go up 24-0. On the ensuing Armstrong drive, Evan McClellan takes the handoff up the gut, kicks it out to the right, and he goes for a 35-yard gain into Osseo territory. But just 2 plays later, quarterback Collis Barber rolls left, and he throws it right to the Orioles' Stephen Amia, who runs it 63 yards for a touchdown, and Osseo increases their lead to 31-0. Late in the fourth, the Orioles put a cap on the scoring. On 4th and goal, Tyson finds Kadri Basari in the corner of the end zone. Osseo rolls to a 38-0 win over the Falcons.
At Champlain Park, the Rebels hosting Irondale for homecoming. First offensive series of the game for Champlain Park. Dan Granger scores on the 5-yard run. Granger added the extra point and later a field goal to give the Rebels their first 10 points. Late first quarter, Harrison Jones bounces off one Anoka player and cuts back to the end zone to score on an 11-yard run. Rebels lead 17-0 after 1. Second quarter now, and on a 4th down play from the Irondale 11, Max Biegert throws to Scott Bowe for the touchdown. The Rebels lead 24-0. Tonight's offense didn't get much going all night. Quarterback Jake Moen is sacked by Trevor Long for a loss here. Champlain Park evens its record at 3-3 with a 38-0 shutout of Irondale.
Cooper was tied for first in the Metro West football race heading into their Thursday contest with co-leader Jefferson at Bloomington Stadium. It's a wet night, and the snap gets past Cooper quarterback Philip Howard, and he can't come up with it. After a scramble, Jefferson winds up with the football deep in Cooper territory. But on 4th and goal, the Hawks defense comes up big. They deny the touchdown on a quarterback sneak, and this one stays 0-0 through 1 quarter of play. The rain definitely affecting ball handling in this one. The Hawks fumble the handoff exchange here, but Howard picks it up and gets to the sideline before he is knocked out of bounds inside the Jaguars' 10. On 4th and goal for Cooper, Howard rolls right and hits Armani Smith for the touchdown. A 2-point conversion makes it 8-0 Cooper at the half. 3rd quarter, and Howard throws the fade to Jordan Marshall, and he'll hang on despite not too bad a D there for the Jaguars. Cooper leads 14-0, but they miss a key 2-point try. 4th quarter, Jefferson comes back strong. Jacob Bratton fights into the end zone. The Jaguars tie it up at 14-all to send this game to overtime. After Cooper fails to score, Ryan Murray gets his chance and drills a field goal as Jefferson rallies from 14 down to stun the Hawks 17-14 in OT.
The Maple Grove girls swimming and diving team is again one of the best teams in the Northwest Suburban Conference. The 200 freestyle race, a pretty good race for Maple Grove. Maple Grove sophomore Gabby Renegal first, with teammate Anna Ganser in 2nd place. 200 IM, the Crimson's Emily Scholander dominates. Her winning time 2 minutes 26.43 seconds. In the 100 butterfly, it's another win for Maple Grove. Elena Dabson touches home first with a time of 1 minute 5.66 seconds. 500 freestyle race, Ganser takes the gold. Her winning time 5 minutes 45.4 seconds. And we'll meet Maple Grove's Erin Buck later in our Sports Jam Spotlight. WAYZATA plays host to Hopkins in a late conference dual meet. Mary Whiting gives WAYZATA a slight lead in the butterfly leg of the 200 medley relay, and then it's Brooke Fontaine, who's a top diver for the Trojans. Fontaine brings it home with a winning time of 1 minute 57.43 seconds. 200 freestyle, WAYZATA's Marissa Ibarra wins big. Her time 2 minutes 4.34 seconds. The 200 individual medley is close too. WAYZATA's Sydney Arseth is the winner. The Trojans sweep the top 3 spots in this race. 50 freestyle, WAYZATA's Maggie Frankie takes gold with a winning time of 25.84 seconds. The Trojans win the meet, 104-77, and they take the Lake Conference Championship.
Well, the Trojans are looking like the team to beat all around in Class AA.
Defending state champions, very well could do it again. Still to come here on Sports Jam. We'll have playoff tennis highlights and a rundown of the section playoffs in soccer. Welcome back to Sports Jam, and time to talk playoff tennis.
And teams had to scramble to find indoor courts last week after all that rain we had. Maple Grove facing St. Michael Albertville at Daytona in Section 5AA first-round play. Starting with number 3 doubles, St. Michael serves. After an exchange, Melissa Erickson of Maple Grove will split the Knights with the volley. Erickson and Hannah Schmaling win 6-1, 6-2. At third singles, Corey Ewell of STMA serves to Peyton Ordner of Maple Grove. Ordner's shot down the line sets her up for a soft forehand winner. Ordner takes the match 6-love, 6-3. But St. Michael Albertville plays well. Their number 2 doubles team of Alyssa Anderson and Ann Karen take this point and the match over Riley Schatz and Sarah Welch. At number 4 singles, Allie Schmidt of Maple Grove is in the far court against Allie Hines. Schmidt takes the point with a nice backhand passing shot and wins the match, but Maple Grove falls 4-3. Champlain Park and Totino Grace are the local squads in the quarterfinals in this section.
In girls soccer, the 3rd-ranked Benilde St. Margaret's girls faced Hill Murray. Maddie Connors, nice pass for the Pioneers. The Callan Lockery goes in to score, and Hill Murray takes a 1-0 lead. On a warm night for fans in this match. 2 really good short passes here for Benilde. Sophia Rue to Emma Vanderheide, setting up Alexa Tatarin for the goal. And the Red Knights tied at 1 in the second half. This match goes to overtime, and in the OT, Tatarin crosses the ball out front. Vanderheide taps it to Marissa Van Hove, who scores to give the Red Knights a 2-1 lead. However, Hill Murray later ties it. This one ends 2-2.
That brings us to playoff time for local soccer teams. Action gets started as soon as Tuesday for many. The unbeaten Maple Grove boys are the top seed in Section 5AA. We'll hear from the Crimson later. And it's Mounds View, Osseo, Spring Lake Park, Park Center, Prairie Seeds, Champlin Park, and Irondale. In quarterfinal games Tuesday, Maple Grove hosts Irondale, Park Center is at Spring Lake Park, Osseo hosts defending section champ Prairie Seeds, and Champlin Park is at Mounds View. The semis are Thursday and the final next Tuesday, the 14th. WAYZATA is the top seed for Section 6AA boys, followed by Hopkins, St. Louis Park, and Roseville. Armstrong is number 5 and Cooper is number 8. This tournament starts Thursday. Cooper is at WAYZATA at 5 o'clock. Armstrong is at Roseville, and Hopkins hosts South. The semifinals are Saturday and the final next Tuesday.
Maple Grove is the number 2 seed behind Centennial in the 5AA girls tournament. Then it's Mounds View, Spring Lake Park, Champlin Park, Roseville, Irondale, and Osseo. In quarterfinal action Tuesday, Osseo is at Centennial at 7. In 5 o'clock games, Champlin Park visits Spring Lake Park. Roseville is at Mounds View, and Maple Grove hosts Irondale. Again, the semis are on Thursday. WAYZATA is the number 1 seed for the 6AA girls, followed by Armstrong and Hopkins. Minnetonka is the 4 seed. Cooper is number 7. In quarterfinals Thursday, WAYZATA hosts South. Park is at Minnetonka. Hopkins hosts Southwest. And it's an all-Robbinsdale district matchup as Cooper visits Armstrong. The semifinals are Saturday in this section. Park Center is the number 1 seed in Section 5A girls, with Totino Gray 2nd. Maranatha is 4th, Heritage 5th, Brooklyn Center 13th, and Prairie Seeds 15th. This tournament starts on Tuesday. The Hopkins volleyball team is coming on strong. They look to beat Eden Prairie for a 2nd straight time as the teams met up at the Lindbergh Center last week. Set 1 is close all the way. A nice dig by Eden Prairie's Lauren Madison, then a kill by Briley Nichols, and it's 19-17 Eagles. But Hopkins rallies. Back set by Samantha Seliger-Swenson, Audrey Erickson with a kill. The Royals win 25-23. Set 2, Hopkins has to come back again. Jasmine Martin's kill makes it 16-14. EP holds on, though, to win the set 25-17, and Abby Erke's big kill, and we're tied at 1. Set 3 is tight again. The block by Hopkins' Ruby Moreland ties the score at 16. Then on set point, Erickson's hit is off an Eagle blocker and down for the win, and it's 2-1 Royals. Set 4, the Eagles get some big kills from freshman Grace Person, but the Royals don't fade. Watch the block by Seliger-Swenson for a point. And then on match point, Martin's hit is off the blocker and down for the win. Hopkins beats Eden Prairie for the 2nd time in as many weeks.
Osseo's volleyball team looking to beat Armstrong and earn its 2nd conference win of the week. And the Falcons play well early. Madison mailing for the tip, and Armstrong goes up 19-18. Osseo pulls out a close one, though. They set outside to Maddie Shaporster, and she pounds it deep to the corner, and the Orioles win set 1 25-23. Osseo takes control in the 2nd set. It goes outside to Christina Bowe, and her hit is not returned. Osseo prevails 25-15. And the Orioles pull away late in the 3rd set as Shia Sanders gets the kill, and after a slow start, Osseo beats Armstrong in 3. And John, pretty great volleyball races really in the Northwest Suburban and Lake Conferences.
That's right, and Osseo with a big match coming up this week, Tuesday, against Blaine in that Northwest Suburban race. Coming up next in our Sports Jam Spotlight, we'll meet a Maple Grove swimmer who's having a great senior season. A long and successful varsity career is about to come to an end for one of the top girls swimmers to come out of Maple Grove High School. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we'll meet a Crimson senior who is already working toward her career goal. When Erin Buck was a 7th grader on the Maple Grove swim team, a group of seniors mentored and helped her on her start to a successful prep career. She's flourished for 6 seasons. Erin is a multiple-time place winner at the state meet, finishing in the top 8 in the backstroke, 100 free, and several Crimson relays. Now it's her turn to be a mentor.
I try to be the best role model that I can. Here on the team, we do a big sister, little sister program, and so I've kind of taken one of the 7th graders under my wing and just trying to be what Tess was to me, to her, and just showing her like good sportsmanship, trying to teach her like how to be the best that she can be both in and out of the pool.
All she has to do is say hi to a JV kid and it's like, oh, it's Erin Buck. It's the best. So she's been really helpful in that way, and she's been a vocal leader too for us.
The senior set the school record in the 200 freestyle last year, and just last month against Osseo, Erin set the pool record in the 200 individual medley and the Maple Grove pool and school record in the 100 butterfly.
It's always been my goal to get my name up on the record board ever since I was in 7th grade. Getting your name up there is just a big accomplishment, and it's been a goal of mine for a while, so it's pretty exciting.
There really isn't anyone more deserving, and then she raced. I mean, we're at the hardest part of our season, and she sets a school record and 2 pool records. That was fun. It really was.
Between high school and club season, Erin is in the pool about 48 weeks a year. Has been for 6 years now. Technically strong with her strokes, she says swimming, especially when it comes to race time, involves strategy too.
You got to work speed, you got to make sure you have a good capacity training and just the endurance part of it. But then when you're racing, you just have to make sure you're focusing on all the smaller technique things that you've been working on at practice, and underwaters for sure, starts, and just keeping your speed up the entire time.
Erin's mentor, Tess Behrens, won the state backstroke 5 years ago when Erin was a 7th grader. Then went on to swim 4 years for the University of Minnesota, where she became an All-American. Guess which college Erin committed to last week?
The team atmosphere, everyone on the team was super nice, super welcoming, and I just got along great with the girls and even the guys' team too. And so it's always just kind of been a dream of mine to go to the U2. You grow up and it's Big Ten school, they've been Big Ten champions for the past 3 years now, and so they have a great program that could really help me go faster and do better.
When she goes to swim for the Gophers next fall, Erin won't likely get lost in the big U of M campus. A straight-A student at Maple Grove, she is now a full-time PSEO student, taking 12 college credits at Minnesota this fall. Using her time well is a must.
It's kind of difficult. You have a lot more homework than you do with your college classes than you did with high school. But for me, as long as I plan my time out well and I stay organized and I can stay on top of things, it's not too bad.
It's a huge challenge, because she's an extremely bright kid. Like I said, I've known her since 7th grade, always done well, but she's organized, and that's the key. Extremely organized, gets everything she needs to get done, and again, that competitiveness carries over into her schoolwork.
With the high school season starting to wind down, 1 foot already in college, Erin admits she'll miss time spent in the pool with her Maple Grove teammates.
I'm definitely going to miss the ladies here. Everyone is super nice and we all get along so well, and they're basically my second family, so it's going to be hard having to say goodbye to some of them that I probably won't see for a while, but a bunch of them I'll still probably keep in contact with even after high school season, into club season, and hopefully beyond that too.
Maple Grove hosts Elk River Thursday in their final home meet of the season. Erin is planning to study either biomedical engineering, human biology, or chemistry at Minnesota, with the long-term goal of becoming an orthopedic surgeon. Sports Jam continues in a moment as Jay talks soccer with the unbeaten Maple Grove boys.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. It certainly has been a great season for the Maple Grove boys soccer team, and now playoff time for all the teams around the area, starting with the Section 5 AA tournament for these guys. We're joined by a couple of their top players and also Coach Greg Leininger, and starting with Trevor Gifft. And we talked to you guys, a couple times during the season. Obviously, you knew you had pretty good potential, but do you like the way this team's been performing all the way through here?
Yeah, we've done well thus far. We've worked hard and we've gotten results. And the wins, they help us going into sections, but we know that what's ahead is the most important, and everything is behind us at this point.
There will be a trophy coming to your school for conference championship, and I know the playoffs mean more probably, but that is a good accomplishment for you guys, isn't it?
Yep, I think that's more of an accolade to our hard work that we've had thus far. And yes, it's nice to bring it home, but once again, we like the section trophies more than the conference awards, and we look forward to the future and the weeks to come ahead.
You guys have been through a lot of playoff games in the past. What do you learn from that? What can you take into the 2014 edition of sections?
It all comes down to one game, and 80 minutes and it could be over for you. So you never take it for granted, and every minute you work your hardest, because you never know when it's going to be your last.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck in the playoffs here.
Thank you.
And Kevin Hoof, you guys put together just a really good, strong, consistent regular season. Is the consistency part what's done this for you guys as much as anything?
Yeah, I feel like most of the guys have kept their energy well throughout the whole season, staying consistent there. Hard work has been a big thing for us, so each practice we take it as a game, so I feel like that's kind of helped us.
Seems like your group is one, too, that's not getting too high or too low. You know, if things go your way, you don't get too excited. But if they don't go your way, you don't immediately start, you know, getting on each other either, it looks like, from the outside. Is that the way you guys feel, too?
Yeah, I mean, we do get after each other a lot. I mean, if you hung around with us, we argue a lot. But, I mean, I feel like it kind of brings us together on the field as well. So it always brings us to fight with each other.
Pretty good balance on this team, it seems like, too, where you're getting some different scoring from different people, but you're also solid in the back. Has that been something that you've been, you know, pleased with overall, too?
Exactly. You know, I've talked to a number of coaches, and they don't even know, you know, how to deal with us. As far as you can't just focus on one guy, because we're getting points, we're getting goals and points from all over the place. It's been a huge part of our success.
Heading into playoffs, as we said, you've obviously been through this a lot of times, where there were times when you were the pick and it didn't happen. You were the times when people didn't look at you much and you got through. You know, how do you deal with that in terms of the mental part of it, getting ready for the playoffs with the guys?
Exactly. You're exactly right. I've been on all sides of it. Never been with a team that's had this many wins before. I think it's we're not as worried because it's an experienced group. I mean, 90% of these guys were here last year and played 3-section games, so they know what to expect. I think inside they know they're expected to do well.
Greg, congratulations on a good regular season, and best of luck here in Section 5.
Thank you.
All right, Greg Leininger, co-coach for the Maple Grove Crimson boys soccer team. We're going to leave you with a look at the Section 5 pairings and then a look at our plays of the week.
High school sports are back for another year on Channel 12. You can catch all of the regular season telecasts live on the web through our website at 12.tv. Blocked by Hayes, and for the first time this fall, watch over 20 prep games live on Channel 12. Football, volleyball, and soccer from throughout the northwest suburbs, live on Channel 12, your local source.
Thompson firing, and he scores!
For a complete list of games, go to 12.tv. Our game of the week should be one of the best this fall. Osseo and Maple Grove renew their football rivalry after not meeting last season. The game is Friday in Maple Grove. Watch it live on Channel 12 and 12.tv or catch the replay Saturday night at 7 and 10 p.m. That'll do it for this week's show. The fall season is flying by.
Well, that's for sure. We'll have soccer playoff highlights and some key football matchups next time on Sports Jam. See you then.